Inuyasha the Movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler. Inuyasha the Movie, Swords of an Honorable Ruler is a 2003 Japanese animated fantasy adventure film based on an Inuyasha manga series written and illustrated by Rumiko Takahashi. The film is directed by Toshiya Shinohara, written by Katsuyuki Sumisawa, and produced by Sunrise. The film was released in Japan on December 20, 2003. In the film, Inuyasha and Sesshomaru are forced to work together to seal the evil Sangha, their father's third sword, when it is awakened from its sheath. The film marks the third film for the Inuyasha series, following The Castle Beyond the Looking Glass 2002 and followed up by Fire on the Mystic Island 2004. Plot: 2 centuries ago, the great dog demon Toga denies his elder son Sesshomaru's request for ownership of two of his swords, Tesseiga and Sangha. Afterwards, Toga heads to a mansion guarded by an army of samurai where his human wife, the army's leader, Takemaru of Setsuna, who is in love with Izayoi, attempts to kill her by stabbing her and setting the mansion aflame. Toga defeats the army and cuts off one of Takemaru's arms to enter the mansion, and uses his third sword, Tenseiga, to revive Izayoi. Toga forces her to flee the burning mansion with their newborn, whom he names Inuyasha, then fights Takemaru. At a safe distance, Izayoi witnesses the mansion collapses on both men, and Toga's spirit wishes her to live a long life with Inuyasha. In the present day, Inuyasha travels through the Bone Eater's Well from the feudal era to visit Kagome Higurashi in the modern era. Unbeknownst to them, Kagome's family uncover an ancient sword as part of their shrine's treasures, which turns out to be Sangha. The spirit of Sangha's sheath, Seiya, emerges before the sword finds its way to Inuyasha and Kagome. Seiya tells Inuyasha that he must master the sword before it can destroy the modern world, but once he holds it, it possesses his arm and reverts him to his demon form, forcing him to return to the feudal era. Inuyasha's friends Monk Miraku, Demon Slayer Sango, Fox Demon Shippo, and Sango's Nakamata companion Karara attempt to stop him, only to escape once Inuyasha uses the sword's deadly Dragon Twister attack. Kagome takes Seiya with her to the feudal era and reunites with everyone, including Inuyasha's mentor Myoga, who knows Seiya. They are eventually accompanied by blacksmith Tatasai, the creator of Toga's swords. The possessed Inuyasha runs into his older brother, Sesshomaru, who battles Inuyasha for having taken up Sangha. Sangha orders Inuyasha to attack Sesshomaru's company, Jakin and Rin, until Kagome intervenes and uses the Beads of Subjugation necklace command on Inuyasha to release him from Sangha's possession. After Sangha flies off to find a new host, Sesshomaru leaves Jakin and Rin behind, while Inuyasha leaves an unconscious Kagome with them, vowing to destroy Sangha himself. After being joined by her friends, Tatasai reveals that Sangha is possessed by an ancient evil demon, following its sealing since there were no instructions given by Toga as to what to do with it following his death. Meanwhile, Sangha retrieves Sesshomaru's severed arm from the past and revives Takemaru, who, equipped with the sword and a new body, vows revenge on Toga by killing his sons. Takemaru takes over a nearby castle and slays its army, resurrecting the approximately 2,000 soldiers as an army of the undead, as well as opening a portal to the netherworld. Kagome and the rest of the group, including Jakin and Rin, join Inuyasha and Sesshomaru in a battle against Takemaru's army. Despite inflicting heavy casualties on the soldiers, Miraku uses his wind tunnel to eliminate the rest. Kagome informs Inuyasha that, according to Tatasai, the only way to defeat Takemaru and Sangha is to combine the forces of Tesseiga's Backlash Wave and the Dragon Strike of Sesshomaru's Takijin. Inuyasha initially refuses, noting that he and Sesshomaru could never fight side by side. Inuyasha kills Takemaru, forcing Sangha to form a physical body of its own. Inuyasha and Sesshomaru continuously fail to destroy Takemaru individually. The brothers eventually give in and use the powers of their swords to destroy Sangha's body and send the sword into the netherworld. Toga's spirit appears, remarking that he's proud of his sons before the portal to the netherworld closes. Sesshomaru departs with Jaken and Rin as Inuyasha, and his allies look over the surrounding environment, turning back to normal. Voice cast. Production. Like the second film, the third film is produced by the same staff members from the first film. Toshiya Shinohara directed the film at Sunrise, Katsuyuki Sumisawa wrote the screenplay, Hideyuki Motohashi designed the characters and acted as a chief animation director, and Kaoru Wada composed the music. Original creator and mangaka Rumiko Takahashi personally designed the human form of Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's father. Dog General as his human form was never shown in the manga and the television series. The theme song, Four Seasons, is performed by Nami Amuro. Release. The film was released in Japanese theaters on December 20, 2003.